Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Greetings everybody, guys. Today I think we again could take a look at the Great British Pound. On the euro currency, guys, market has dropped and already has tested our confidence support around 111.80. So yesterday market has made the first touch of this area, but currently on the euro currency no patterns have been formed yet, and that's why we probably need to wait a bit more to see what will happen around it. That's why currently it's not really very interesting. So right now we see some interesting setup that's forming on the Canadian dollar due to the behavior of the crude oil. So on Canadian it also could be the pattern could be formed. Maybe we will take a look at it on a weekly research, since we also haven't taken a look at the Canadian dollar for a long time already. On the New Zealand dollar, the setup that we have discussed last week, it's still valid. So although New Zealand dollar hasn't shown any significant action, but compared to other currencies, to dollar related currencies, it also hasn't shown any significant drop. So despite the positive overall sentiment for the United States dollar, despite the positive data that have been released on the current week, New Zealand dollar, although it has shown the decreasing, right now it stands in approximately in the same area that we have discussed in the weekly research. So it seems that it's still worth of our attention, and setup that we have discussed hasn't been cancelled yet totally. So it still could be could appear in the market. That's why I think that in the nearest future we'll continue to monitor this currency as well. Although we do not prepare any videos on the New Zealand dollar, but it doesn't mean that we just dropped it away and do not monitor the situation there. Absolutely not. We definitely are watching, but we prepare the video only if we have some ready setup or some situation needs to be adjusted, updated. But on the New Zealand dollar, it's not the case yet, so we just need to wait a bit more again. That's why, guys, today I think we again could take a look at the Great British Pound, because it has reached our destination point of the upward target, and we said yesterday that probably we should try to watch for a possible reversal pattern right at this top, mostly because we're still expecting some kind of the ABCD action. It could be of different depth, so it may be a deep retracement, or maybe it will be not as deep as this one action, but anyway some continuation should happen here. And that's why we said, well, since market according to our analysis should turn to the downside somewhere, this suitable area where it could happen, that's why our call yesterday was to watch for possible reversal pattern in this area, and if we will get any, it could mean that market could show some bounce down. So on the 4-hour time frame chart, what we see, our yesterday suggestion looked like was correct. We said that probably market will try to complete the butterfly. Our discussion yesterday was in this moment, and this indeed has happened. Later in the session, market has completed this butterfly by this move up and fast return back down. So it reminds some kind of the Russian rinse of this top, but the market mostly has formed this bearish engulfing pattern. So normal reaction on the completion of the butterfly. So that being said, if we suggest that market will reverse down by this butterfly, and if we will find any reversal patterns inside of this consolidation, it could mean that we could get some kind of the A, B, C bottom, D pattern. As you can see, I showed different depth of this ABCD. The first target 618 will stand at 144 again, so that's again will be the bottom of the shoulder. Next target will be 142.30 approximately, 100% AB equals CD. So first we will monitor for nearest targets 144 on the daily chart. 144 again, it will be the confidence support. Okay. because a deeper target, next target AB equals CD, assumes that market should break this area. This is a bit too much right now, and first we will be watching for first targets 144 even. Besides this, even 144 is very nicely action for daily analysis, so it's approximately 150 pips potential, so it's really not small. That being said, if this really turning down, this market turning down, this really could mean that we could expect the next target is 144 area. Here is trend is turning bearish right now, so I will show you, or just plot by yourself the MACD. Right, as you can see, very good crossing angle. As you can see, MACD crossing angle very steep, so that's nice signal of the trend shifting to the bearish side. So let's see what we will get further. On the hourly chart, guys, what we have about, speaking about the reversal patterns currently, guys, I could point just on the, maybe you could recognize here some kind of the hand shoulders, maybe it's a bit steep, or it's better to draw some kind of the triangle here. If you would like, you could even recognize here the diamond pattern, but I was skeptical to the diamonds because it's quite rare patterns. Market behaves very tricky around these patterns. But if you remember, not as far ago, we have got another diamond on the 4-hour time frame chart, and again on the Great British Pound. Looks like the diamonds reversals is some kind of the feature of the Great British Pound, and usually, at least previously, previous action was as follows. So market has formed a diamond, then it has broken it, and after that it has retested this line. Later it has this diamond was not quite failure, but when it retested it, the later market still has moved above it and continue move higher. But it's not necessarily should happen in this time. What I would like to say is that looks like the Great British Pound, when it forms some kind of the diamonds, it tries to retest this trend line that has been broken, and only after that turns to the continuation, either to the upside or to the downside. That's why maybe in the current situation we also could get some kind of this action. So maybe market will return it back up, retest this area, and then start move down. As you can see here, the bullish engulfing, bearish engulfing pattern that has been formed on the 4-hour time frame chart mostly has been completed, because if you will get this A, B, C top, D pattern, A, B, C, D mostly has been completed. This is the minimum target of this engulfing, and as you can see, market has formed here as minor butterfly pattern that also has reached the 127 extension right at the first fib support. That's why today we probably will be watching for reaction, so this is some kind of the retracement, and after that, if this is really a reversal pattern, if we really will get this continuation to 144 to the bottom again of the right shoulder, this probably market after retesting should turn down again. That's the action that we will be watching for. So, whether to treat it as the diamond or not, that's arguable question. So I am not pretending on the absolute opinion. So call it as you want to. So maybe pennant pattern or just goofy head and shoulders, something that's sort. For the head and shoulders, it's too low scale, too small scale, of course. But some kind of the shape, it's recognizable here. So let's see what we will get on the Great British Pound. But here market has the chance really turn down to the 144 target.